Progressive Democrats are calling on President Biden to do more to protect abortion rights.
Abortion is going to continue to happen. It is going to be illegal, criminalized. People are going to die.
Although his stance on reproductive rights has evolved drastically since his time as a senator, some say that's not enough. Here's a recap of Biden's initial stance on the issue, where he is now, and what progressives want to see from him. When the Supreme Court decided Roe v. Wade, which established a constitutional right to abortion, it was 1973, and Joseph R. Biden had just begun his tenure as a U.S. Senator from Delaware. Citing his Catholic beliefs, Biden, then 30, didn't hold back on how he felt about the ruling. He said, "I don't like the Supreme Court decision on abortion. I think it went too far. I don't think that a woman has the sole right to say what should happen to her body." In March 1982, Biden joined anti-abortion rights Republicans in support of a constitutional amendment that would allow states to overturn Roe. In an April 1992 letter to a Delaware constituent who was concerned about their tax dollars going toward abortion procedures, Biden assured them that he had voted against federal funding for abortions on no less than 50 occasions. But by 2007, when he was running for president for the second time, he had already begun to change his mind.
I'm a practicing Catholic, and it is the biggest dilemma for me in terms of comporting my religious and cultural views with my political responsibility.
And when he eventually joined the Obama campaign in 2008, the then vice presidential candidate was seeming more decidedly like an abortion rights advocate. But it wasn't until 2019, when Biden hit the trail to chase his third presidential bid, that his ambivalence about reproductive autonomy appeared to fall away and impassioned support took its place.
If I get elected President of the United States and the Supreme Court overrules Roe v. Wade, I'm going to send legislation to the United States Congress to pass it and codify it.
He even received a campaign endorsement from Planned Parenthood and committed to expand access to quality, affordable health care, including reproductive health care. Roe v. Wade was officially overturned on June 24, 2022, activating trigger and zombie laws that banned or aggressively restricted abortion in nearly half the country. After his persistent campaign promises, many are confused as to why Biden didn't do more sooner to codify abortion rights in the Constitution. And it wasn't until 2 weeks after SCOTUS's Dobbs decision that Biden signed an executive order protecting patient privacy and safeguarding access to emergency contraception and abortion medication.
Executive order is protecting access to reproductive health care services.
Biden insists there's no executive action he could take to fully secure abortion rights and has reminded voters to elect more progressive Congress members during the 2022 midterms. The Congressional Progressive Caucus, chaired by Representative Pramila Jayapal, has continued to express frustration with the administration, especially following reporting that the president had intended to nominate Kentucky anti-abortion rights lawyer Chad Meredith to a lifetime appointment as a federal judge on the day the Dobbs decision was announced.
We just need the urgency, and then we also need the bully pulpit of the White House to be used. And so I hope that we see not only Vice President Harris, I hope we see the president coming out and saying that he supports carving out an exception to the filibuster to codify Roe v. Wade.
On July 15th, the caucus debuted a slate of 10 recommended executive actions called the Reproductive Freedom Action Agenda. Among its directives to the president are a requirement that abortion care be included in Medicare offerings at hospitals and the declaration of a public health emergency, redirecting resources to expand abortion access. According to the Century Foundation, the 2020 maternal mortality rate in the U.S. was 23.8 deaths for every 100,000 live births. That's almost 3 times higher than France, the second highest country. The Guttmacher Institute reported that 75% of people who received abortion care in 2014 had an income at or below the federal poverty level. For people seeking abortion care, the issue is not only about quality of life, but often a case of life or death. Birthing people in the U.S. deserve more than campaign promises with no teeth and delayed symbolic executive actions. We deserve an administration that sees limited abortion access for the national health crisis that it is. Today, Biden claims to believe that birthing people have the right to make their own decisions about their reproductive health. But is that right to choose a priority to his administration?